My persuasive speech on why we should allow children to eat junk food. Sounds a bit crazy, but just give me a minute to explain. Childhood obesity is a major problem in America nowadays, but children should not be punished from the junk food when it is not always their choice on how much they are able to eat, how they are taught, and the moderation of the food that they are given. When you are having a stressful day, just need a pick-me-up snack, or just craving something sweet, nothing beats your favorite candy bar or bag of chips. That salty taste of a Lay's potato chip or the milky chocolatey taste of a bag of M&Ms are sometimes just what your tummy needs to satisfy a craving. Just like we get cravings, children do as well. We don't always grab the unhealthy snacks out of the vending machine at work or in the middle of the night. But just like we had to learn how to eat junk food in moderation, so do our children. We should not teach them that junk food is bad, but that when eating too much of it can lead to you being unhealthy. Child obesity is a serious problem in our society, but there are ways to help children get fit and healthy and to still have the foods that they want, even though it may not be the best for them. According to the CDC.gov, childhood obesity has increasingly risen over the last 30 years in children and adolescents. Just think about how many children could be in the correct percentile for weight if they were introduced to a sport or an outdoor activity, instead of being allowed to sit in the house playing video games and watching television for hours. Even with the rising numbers in childhood obesity and many parents working full-time jobs, getting a healthy meal on the table is not always feasible. A lot of parents use the drive-thru as an easy alternative. But taking 30 minutes to make a fresh, healthy meal can teach your children the correct ways to eat, and that fast food should be more of a treat. Overweight and obesity are a result of caloric imbalance, which means too few calories expended for the amount of calories consumed, and are affected by various factors. You have genetic, behavioral, and environmental factors according to the CDC website that can affect your weight. On average, 1 in 10 children are diagnosed with obesity. Even though there are healthier choices in school for children, when they go home, they do not always have these extra choices. So they don't have the means to balance out their caloric intake. Children often have to eat fast food for dinner, and again, that's not always a good thing. Some parents focus solely on looks and weight that their children may become depressed, which can also play a factor in weight. Children do not always have access to outdoor activities or extra active play from school and recess. Not all parents care about living a healthy lifestyle, and children learn by example. According to the CDC, dietary and physical activity behaviors of children and adolescents are influenced by many different factors, such as society, which includes families, communities, schools, when they're in childcare, Medicare providers, faith-based instructors, government agencies, the media, and the food and beverage industries like commercials and the things that they see on TV or ads like when they're walking in the grocery store. So, other children can be mean and cruel about the weight, whether it be that they think you're too skinny or that you're too fat or that you're too round. That can definitely play a role on a child's self-esteem, which again can affect their weight. Having a snack of your choice here and there does not determine your weight. It's built up over time, so it's good to teach your children. Again, moderation is always a good thing. Sometimes no matter what you eat, different stressors and diseases or conditions can make it hard to lose weight or to keep it steady at any age. How can we teach parents that junk food is all right in moderation? Get active and eat healthy in moderation with your children so that they can learn the best ways to eat junk food. Make dinner time about family and to teach your children how to cook and prepare meals. When they ask for a snack, switch it back and forth from something healthy like fruit to a bag of chips or a snack cake, and then, some carrots. Doing that moderation will teach them that they don't always have to have that sweet, salty snack. When you make time to teach your kids about healthy choices, they will learn that junk food is, again, a treat. There are so many different ways that you can teach your children to get a balanced caloric intake while still being able to get the occasional junk food. Do not always take your children out to eat when they want to go. Set the example with how to balance your food intake by the things that you eat. Picture the amount of time that you can spend with your children while preparing meals together. Think of how you would feel knowing that your children are eating healthy, but still able to enjoy the simple pleasures that we can enjoy as well from junk food. Now that you know that junk food can be enjoyed with a few modifications to lifestyle and choices, why not take the guilty pleasures that we get to have from time to time and show our children how to? So do yourself and your family a favor, enjoy the simple pleasure, but in the best of ways possible.